who had been in a playoff game before? There are a number of these guys that have not been in the postseason. He said, well, now you have, because the way that game was played, as physical and intense as it was, that was a playoff game. Now, it doesn't go down in anyone's playoff record, but Quinn, did you feel like that intensity was playoff-like Monday?
Every time you play Miami, that's how they play. And it was a great lesson for the collective of this Pacer group to understand that's how teams are going to come at you. And Halliburton makes that shot, Chris. He can't hesitate. But to the point that was being made, that's the way you've got to get yourself in shape to play. And I always not struggle with this, but I've always said the hardest thing for guys to do is understand how hard you have to be, how much shape you have to be in to play defensively. Because that was a battle.
And down the stretch, bad pass Halliburton taken by Curry, who just scored on one end, leaves it off for Poole, and Poole scores on the other end.
Halliburton doesn't turn it over very much, but this is a much more attentive defensive team with the Warriors than the one with the game in San Francisco, Chris.
17-9, Golden State has the 8-point lead. Nembhard had 31, missed it badly.
It's a different flow for him here, Chris, because he had the ball in his hands the whole time. There's a different feeling if you have the ball in your hands the whole time. When you don't, there's a tendency to rush just a little bit.
Curry already has 10 points. He has 10 of Golden State's 17. Being chased by Nembhard right now. Here's Poole. It's blocked. Poole got it back.
Yeah, I was going to say Pacers better rebound it because that ball was going to hit the rim. Very good read there by Mathurin. Just kindly tossing it over the top to the running Turner.
Benedict Mathurin came in at the last dead ball, the timeout. He's on the floor. The rookie made his first start, his only start this year in San Francisco 10 days ago. Pacers down 6, more than halfway through the quarter.
Listen, Curry knows who he is, too. Trust me, he looked at him at that first time out on the way to the bench. He knows what Nembhard did to him. He doesn't know the shot clock down. That's 2 in a row.
And the Pacers get it back.
Really good job there, just coming across the top. That length by Halliburton, and then over the top with the pass. Mathurin doing a good job. Heads up coming out on the semi-break.
So that basket by Halliburton, remember he went 0 for 9, 0 for 6 on Monday, and the Pacers lose it again.
Poole got his hands on it. Mathurin's got to be stronger through that.
5 minutes to play. Here's Curry in the first quarter. Hits again. 13 for Curry.
Now, I don't pull for the other team, but I want folks to look at great. That's what that is.
Halliburton misses the 3. Gold State 7 of 14 from the field, 3 of 5 behind the arc. And Curry another deep 3, this time short. Turner had a double-double, his 8th on Monday, 15 points, 13 rebounds.
Let it go.
It's short. Indiana just 4 of 14 from the field. They shot a season-low 35% on Monday, and that will be Pacers ball.
Yeah, but they played against a lot more pressure there. That Miami team is a Miami team you and I have seen many times over the years here. But I think one of the things that Rick Carlisle was talking about with the group, you become the hunter, and it's an entirely different disposition that other teams bring to the game, and that's really what happened to Golden State. Golden State had what happened to them a little bit like the Pacers did with Brooklyn when the Pacers came in, because the Pacers had so many guys that were injured.
Nice drive by Mathurin.
Good to see him get an early bucket off a drive.
Has been in double figures in all but 3 games this year.
This offense stalls a little bit. If you don't have Draymond in, you don't have as many facilitators as Lamb steps out of bounds.
Anthony Lamb and Ty Jerome have checked in for Golden State.
A really good job. On Lamb, you see Mathurin go to the rim. DiVincenzo had to get out of the way. That's just a great start, I think, for Mathurin.
Speaking about no Klay Thompson, also for a 5th straight game, we did not see him in San Francisco, and that's Andrew Wiggins. 19 points per game he's been out with. right adductor strain, so they have not had him for more than a week. Turner spins on Jermichael Green and got it.
Nice footwork by Turner at the rim.
Ninth year out of Alabama, Jermichael Green in, an undersized 5. Also, Jonathan Kuminga is in, Quinn, and over the last 4 games, he's averaging 17 per game. Coming back in, Buddy Hield, T.J. McConnell, and Steve Kerr will use his first timeout. 102 of them now. He is number 2 behind Stephen Curry, who's made a couple tonight. He now has 128 on the year.
They call it on Curry? Yeah. Yeah, that's his Curry. He literally, in trying to get open, just threw McConnell out of the way.
That's his second foul.
He got a technical last night, Chris, for play again. You see Buddy Hield going to the basket. I mean, it was as hot as I've ever seen him. So, I'm sure Steve Kerr is keeping an eye on both the foul and his temperament.
Yeah, they had 5 technical fouls last night. Jeremiah Johnson said in the pregame they average at least a technical per game. And when you get 5, that's
that's a problem. You get 5. You got Draymond, so you got a good chance to get 1 as a team. But 5.
Shea Brissett puts it up, no good. Tipped up, McConnell fights for it. Jerome
gotta get back.
Pacers have cut a 9-point deficit down to 2. Final 2 minutes of the quarter. And Lamb dances his way to the basket.
That's the second one at the rim without Turner.
Jalen
So we'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah, Jalen Smith is in. Second straight game off the bench. Indiana going with a smaller starting lineup.
Well, that's the matchup to the smaller lineup you've got with Golden State. If you look at their lineup, they're not very big. On the floor, Kuminga really plays some defensive guard. He's guarding Nazareth, and he's the biggest guy on the floor, 6'9".
And Jerome walks. That's the 6th Golden State turnover. Jerome won a national championship at Virginia. Indianapolis native, former Lawrence Central star Kyle Guy won a championship with Ty Jerome.
Part of the reason he's playing, Chris, he's a good enough player because he's back in Indianapolis. Kerr does stuff like that. I mean, a lot of coaches will do that. Honor the guy. If they go back to their hometown, let them play.
Hield fires it up, hits again. Buddy Hield has 9.
Listen, he's fire here. Here's the offense.
He's got 9 of Indiana's 22. Curry has 15 of Golden State's 24. And now Curry's held as he's trying to get free. The most in the NBA, and Lamb catches. Curry.
Thank goodness, that's a one-legged shot he took. You want to see that one go.
Pacers have a chance to take the lead. Here's McConnell with a left hand.
Nice change of pace on that one. That's
a 3-point play out of McConnell. Indiana in front, 25-24. Kuminga, a product of the G League and G League Ignite in his second NBA season. Ball loose, picked up Brissett. He goes coast to coast and lays it in.
Great concentration. The ball got tapped a couple times after it was turned over by Golden State. I mean, just a terrific job by Brissett to control the ball and get a layup.
12-2 is the Indiana run. Shot clock is off.
Yeah, you got Curry guarded here. A little bit of good switch, but
Jerome splits the defense, put it up and in. Has his first basket off the bench, 3 4/10. McConnell.
He gets to the basket.
He puts it up off the glass.
Really good effort there, Chris. Slow start for the Pacers. Fought back into it. Got a 1-point lead, which you like everybody, I think.